pronouncing your name correctly. It is Livio. Is that right?
It's great. Thank you.
Okay. So, Livio, thank you so much for coming to the Leslie Link YouTube channel. Could you just explain a little bit about your background and your current projects, please?
Thank you very much. First, so I am an executive consultant. I am an entrepreneur, and I am a professor of entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, I am the founder of two startups. One is NLife Partners, which focuses on entrepreneurship, and the other one is Research Group, which focuses on clinical trials management. As consultant, instead, I have spent more than 10 years within global top firms and manage international programs through United States, Russia, Hungary, France, Belgium. And today, I am a manager at the IPE Business School in Naples. It's one of the top 100 business schools in the world in finance. And I am in charge also of the corporate relations executive education. Instead, as professor, I teach entrepreneurship in the same school, at IPE Business School, and I am an honorary fellow in business administration at Sor Ursula Benincasa University in Naples. So this is, in brief, my experience.
Okay, fantastic. So in amongst all these things that you do, you managed to create this fantastic planner, the N.Life Planner. Could you explain why you created the planner?
Oh, of course. So over the recent years, I have had the pleasure of helping dozens of people in designing their idea into a great business, no? And I have seen how people totally ignored the three basic elements that would help them transform their plans into a successful business. So first element is working on the mindset side. In order to convert any goals into reality, people must learn how to think, act, and live in a way where their mind is with them and not against them. And so the only way to do this is by working on the mindset side. And so most people wrongly believe that mindset doesn't have anything to do with entrepreneurship, but instead in the world of entrepreneurship and business is more about mastering the mind than mastering the tactics. The second problem is design the business correctly. I saw how most aspiring entrepreneurs do not apply any rationale in their business design. So they do not study the market properly, they do not target a specific niche, they do not position their business according to competitive landscape, and they do not define a long-term strategy. And the third mistake is they do not know how to learn how to manage their time properly. So I say normal people work all day long, always in motion, and at the end of the day, aren't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So zero problem.
Yeah.
So this happens because they are totally focused on non-value adding activity. So they, I think I said you don't want to do that. So that's why I created the N.Life Planner. That is the and help for executive business leader, where they can find in the planner the fundamental elements to boost their project: mindset practice, business design frameworks, business planning methodology, and finally a time management system, all in one tools. That's very disruptive.
Yeah, excellent. And as you say, it covers everything, and people need to have a plan, otherwise they're just a bit like headless chickens, shall we say. So yeah, that's really, really good. And I think you've already touched on this, but who can benefit from using the planner? You said entrepreneurs. Anybody in particular, any entrepreneur or particular industry, or anybody? What would you say?
Okay. Number one is people who know nothing about business or entrepreneurship, and really they are starting from a blank page. So the planner is going to show them step by step how to define their business, make the right choices, understand the market, evaluate competitors, find differentiation point, and also set up financial figures and so on. The second type of people are founders, entrepreneurs, corporate entrepreneurs, and manager who already have a business background, but they want to make things more powerful and take their skill up to a next level. So these are the main two clusters of people. There are no difference by category or by industry because the methodology and the system is quite adaptable and flexible based on the personal needs. Okay. But yeah, that's the two main clusters.
Yeah, okay, that's fantastic. And I think you touched a little bit on this before. So there's 6 different stages of the planner, is my understanding. Is it essential to follow it in sequence, or could you skip some of the sections? Or is there a set sort of program that you have to follow?
Good question. So, the N.Life Planner system is designed to follow what I call the N.Life accelerator. That is, as you told, a proven 6-stage system that makes people able to work on all those dimensions that I told you before. Okay. So I think that people need to follow the system going through the all 25 steps using the planner they have. And I suggest to do this in a sequential order. Okay. But most important is to not skip any part, because all parts gives you some pieces for the whole project. So I suggest to do it in a sequential order, but it's very important to be most effective to not skip any part.
Right, okay, so you have to follow it. Excellent, so thank you for explaining that. So one of the main areas that I blog about for the Leslie Link is time management. Could you tell us a little bit more about the time management side of the planner?
Of course. First, I want to tell you that on the time management system, it's a time management system that I use. So
brilliant. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I can tell you based on my experience, I cannot share the screen, but really I use it daily because it's for me it's so powerful and helped me to do a lot of things. You told me in the beginning, I do a lot of things because I am an assignment as professor. I'm an executive consultant. I have 2 startups. So I have big things to do. And my time management system helps me to really focus on all the value things and to manage all these things in a good way. So I designed this system and I call this alchemy planning. And I think it works. So in this part of the planning, the time management, you put all the pieces in line to make things happen, no? And the aim of this part is really to start planning your life in a more disciplined way. So the planner, the time management system is made by 3 main components. The first one is an annual focus map. So in the mindset part, stage 1, we define the macro challenge that you want to achieve. So what we have to do now, we have to decompose this goal, this macro challenge, over 5 to 10 milestones you want to achieve over 1 year. And you have to plot this micro challenge, this milestone on the annual focus map with the precise timing and sequence. Okay, so the first one is in mindset part, I define my goal, I define my object, and then in the annual focus map, I decompose these goals into some milestone and I put on the map. Okay. So I can understand which part of the year I have to dedicate for which goal. Then we have the second part of the time management system is monthly focus map. So based on the annual focus map, you have to go deeper and decompose each part, each milestone into initiatives over the next 30 days. Okay. And you have to repeat this process every 30 days for the next 30, okay? And the last part is the daily planner. So here you list the single atomic to-do value task for the day. And you need to start using the monthly focus map, but you also can add some value task for a day. Let me show you, let me give you an example. Okay. If my goal is, for example, to launch a business and make, I don't know, 100,000 in sales, euro or dollars in sales. I know, for example, that in order to have $100,000 or euro in sales, I need to contact 300,000 people because maybe 1/3 will convert in clients. Okay. So what does it mean? If I have 200, so it means that in 3 months or 4 months, I will dedicate my annual focus map to my object of revenue. So this is my object. I have to dedicate this part of the year to this task. What does it mean? It means that if I have 120 days in order to interact with 300,000 people, it means that I have to contact at least, I don't know, 30 or 40 clients a day. What means me that one of my value tasks of the day is contact 40 leads. So each day, before to start reading all the mail that we receive, I made the calculation. I receive more than 120,000 mail a year. I decide I don't want to read my mail. I don't want to read WhatsApp. Anyway, I need to contact the first 30, 40 clients a day. So here, how you can decompose your annual object into single atomic task that you need to do. And further, in the daily planner sheet, I also inserted some rate grid in order to evaluate your day. It's so important for that at the end of each day, you make a sort of a real assessment, no? What is gone right and what has gone wrong, how to improve your efficiency and work on your approach. So that's why I really also inserted some grid and also some weekly and monthly check-in. I really want to give you a system allowing a constant personal improvement process always in motion.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. And it's very, very detailed. I really like the sound of that. Yeah, it's really, really good. I love talking and writing about time management. So definitely.
So I am an engineer, so I'm in time management. I'm quite structured and I'm quite,
Yeah, that's brilliant. No, I love it. So just moving on, I was also curious about the mindset practices in the planner. Once again, you mentioned this a little bit earlier as well. Could you please give us an example of a positive method people could start doing right now? I don't obviously want you to give all your secrets away from the planner, but just a little something would be great.
Yeah, first, I want to tell you that I approached the mindset site more or less 2 years ago, and it really changed my life. I remember I read a book that name was Letting Go. It was really disruptive. So the first the people need to start thinking about what is called the law of attraction. Basically, what you have in the law of attraction says that what you have in mind on a consistency basis is what you will experience in your life. So if you think positive, you will experience good things. If you complain, you will receive negativity and so on. So this is one of the basic, the law of attraction, and is also a science because there are some publications that confirm this idea. So I work a lot on that, and my suggestion, can make to your question, my suggestion is start having a daily routine made by 10-minute meditation, then reading some affirmation. I don't know if you know affirmation practice, but it's very powerful. And at the end, 5 minutes of visualization. You really is going to reprogram each day your mind in order to be focused on your task. That's what I suggest in the planner. That's what I do each morning, every day.
That's really good. I do affirmations and intentions, but I always forget to do visualization. And this is probably one of the most important parts of it. So yeah, thank you.
But visualization is so important because between between what you need to work in order to have a goal. But in the meantime, there is a lack of, I would say, of return because you will experience the benefits only at the end of the process. Yeah. So what that means is a lot of people get in procrastination because today the work is really heavy, the work is hard, and the benefit you will experience at the end. But if you practice visualization, you will be able to reduce the benefit gap in order to experience some benefit visualizing your future goals, and you can bring energy to your day because you visualize your benefit, you visualize your goal, you are taking the energy for the goal achieved, and you are able to also to put this energy in the daily task in order to arrive to your goal.
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to have to add it to my routine for sure. That's great. It's really good. Really good.
Normally, also 2-3 minutes it's enough. You don't need to do 10 minutes of visualization, but at least 2-3 minutes is okay.
Okay, that's brilliant. And I also saw that there are lots of tools related to business strategy and business planning. Could you give us a couple of examples of how these can help entrepreneurs or anybody else who wants to use the planner?
Yeah, this is my area, my particular area of expertise, because as I told you, I am an executive consultant, and I also as a master in yes, a business school at the top worldwide business school for executive. Yeah. So I inserted in the planner some really powerful resource that people can download. For example, I insert in the Blue Ocean worksheet. That is a worksheet that I made in order to positionate your idea in a new way compared to your competitors. Or, for example, I really designed a very complex financial forecast worksheet, and this worksheet, you can download it, and you need just to insert some input, so you don't have to create the work calculation, because I've done everything. So I put inside all the complexity. You just have to insert your idea. For example, how much sales are you planning to have in 1 year? How is your outstanding rate? How is your price? Where do you pick? Where do you will have money, and so on? And the Excel calculate P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow by month and by year for the next 5 years. So it is huge and so powerful for people who want to launch a startup, because when you pitch your idea, the first thing that investor sees is cash flow and financial statements. So it's good. And finally, you can also download the business plan template. That is a business plan that I use to pitch the idea, and it's a template that for me it's quite agile, so you can do. So the very good things of the planner that you can organize your way, but you can also download some hard tools.
Excellent. And I imagine that saves people so much time sort of researching themselves on the internet, trying to pool all this information resources. You've got it all there in the planner, so that's great.
Yeah, people have two kinds of problem. First, you need to have time in order to search and to understand which are the good resources and which not. And the second times of problem that internet is quite complex, because you cannot understand fake guru from professionals. Right. So and maybe I'm not a guru, so I don't want to be a guru. No. I'm a professor, so I don't want to be a guru. But really, in this planner, they can have really concrete knowledge and really business framework, worldwide business framework. Because if you Google Blue Ocean, if you Google some other resource, some other tools, that lean startup methodology, for example, that is another methodology in the plan, is really worldwide common methodology. So I didn't discover the wheel, but I just put the knowledge that they need in one tools. Brilliant. So that's very good. And it's a common worldwide business framework, not guru fake pillars that you can pillars and everything happen.
No, it's really handy, really handy. And is there anything about the planner that is unique? If you're going to compare it to other planners and similar tools that are out in the market, is there anything about that's really unique, would you say?
Yeah, I think that there is no similarity in the market, really, because I have never seen a planner within mindset practice, business strategy tools and frameworks, powerful time management system, all in one. Yeah. So it's really amazing to have this in one single tools. And I want to say that right now we are developing a platform. So right now we are developing a new platform, and people will buy. Now the planner will have free access also for the new platform. Wow. In order to make people allowing to work also on the planning mobility. Yeah. So we will have a very high technology tools where they can work in the platform and directly in the platform, basically with the tablet or app or a mobile phone and so on. So we are developing these tools, and I think at the end of the month it will be ready.
Wow. Okay, so that was my next question. When will it be ready? So the end of the month, yeah?
No, the planner is just ready. The planner is ready. You can buy the planner. It's a flat file where you can work on it, take it digitally, or you can print it out and work on it.
Okay.
But in the end of the month, we will have also some platform.
Platform. Okay.
All clients that right now have bought the planner, they will receive free access to the platform. So
That's
if you buy the
fantastic.
planner, if you buy the planner out, don't worry, you will have free access to the platform.
Okay, that's brilliant. So it's great that you're going to have the platform with the planner. It's really going to help everybody benefit, wasn't it? It's more access, I guess, around the world.
Yeah, it's important that right now the price is low because it's a launch price. When we will have the platform ready, of course, the complexity is going higher and the price is going higher.
Of course. So, well, Livio, believe it or not, we've actually come to the end of the interview, so it seemed pretty quick. It was very interesting. But thank you for sharing so much information about the planner and N.Life Planner. So how can people get hold of it? Is there a particular website or a link or where they can go right now?
Yeah, there is a website that is www.nlifeplanner.com, where they can buy the planner in the price, and everything is on that. So right now they can buy it, and they will access to the new platform when we're ready.
Okay, brilliant. And what I'll do also on this video, I shall put a link for people to go so they can find you quite easily, you know, so hopefully that'll be easy for them. All right, well, thank you so much for coming to the Leslie Link channel today. It's been really, really interesting. I'm definitely going to start visualizing because that's one area I've been missing out on for sure. And thank you very much for giving your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you to you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Okay.